name is James Roberson, originally from New York, and have just recently moved back to New York, moved to Brooklyn to plant a church called the Bridge Church. I've been married for 10 years to my beautiful wife, Natasha. I've got two daughters, Faith and Leah. Faith is 4 years old, Leah is 3 years old, but now we're here in Brooklyn. I'm a church kid, you know, my dad's a pastor. So I grew up being that kid that never really paid attention in church, but was always there. So when I got to college, I just started living my own reckless life, doing what college students do, partying all night, doing what I do. And then there came a point though where I really began to get lonely and I was just lost. I didn't really know where I was going. I realized that I wanted more, but there was nothing for me or my friends to come to that was culturally relevant and doctrinally sound. Sat down with some dudes that started teaching me the Bible, started teaching me about who Jesus was, and I just saw an authenticity there. And it just was a spark for my life that I did not see God, Christ's life lived out in people my age, in a peer group my age. And so that changed everything for me. That college ministry idea birthed into wanting to plant a church. So I ended up pastoring in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I also pastored in Atlanta. And I just sensed that God was calling me to New York City, a place where younger professionals come to take over their career, and people come here to take over the world. Nobody comes here for a small idea. They come here for big ideas to make big change. And I believe God has called us to plant a church that does that has a vision to transform the entire city by making disciples. I believe that people are hungry for authenticity, truth, and community. They want to know that this person is real, like sharing real feelings, real ideas. But I also think that they're looking for what is it that God actually thinks about life and the times that we live in. And we want to be a church that's in the city and looks like the city. It's not like we just value diversity, we value looking like the city because we want to win all the people in the city. We are called the Bridge Church because I believe that God wanted me to put the vision of our church in the very name. I've just been doing ministry for a while, and I've realized that churches over time can lose their emphasis on reaching people far from God. They become, in many ways, a social club, a friendship network. When I say that we are the Bridge Church, I'm in essence saying that we are a people meant to reach people far from God. So if you're looking to get connected to our work, there's really 3 ways that we're hoping people would get connected. The first is that this is a work we believe you can invest in. We're in a global city. We can reach the world here in Brooklyn. So we pray you'd consider investing in our work financially. You can do that here at the website. Also, we pray that you might be interested either in looking for a church or pointing to someone to a church. We pray that somebody would join our work. Again, we have a Tuesday night Bible study. We're also doing events that you'll see on this website, and you can join our mailer. We are not actually starting our Sunday service till September of 2014, but we're trying to build this authentic, organic community that we know people will want to join even when we start having a service that people may feel disconnected from. We want to be a community that you feel a part of, not just a Sunday sermon and a worship service. And then you can consider praying for the work that God has us doing here, because we believe only through God's strength can we see that happen. When you look up the history of Brooklyn, you find out the name comes from the Dutch, and the word literally means broken land. And I think when you look in the landscape of the city, in a lot of ways this still is a broken land. A land that needs an answer. And we believe the answer is Christ, and Christ manifests himself in a church.